When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
All right, here we go. It's time for freshman football on WLCS TV 20. The Clyde Flyers in town to take over the Freshmen Titans, and it starts off well for the Lorain High freshman squad. They're able to drop the running back for Clyde on a quick loss. Start looking for numbers almost immediately.
Yes.
Give Gabriel Lowe some credit on the stop.
We got about 24 kids on this freshman team, which is not a bad number. Actually, you always want more, but still, that's.
I think we're going to struggle with some numbers for both of these squads. For example, there's a flag flying. That'll stop. There is no 30 on the Clyde roster, and that young man's playing quarterback. At least I don't see it.
He's on the far left near the bottom.
Near the bottom.
Barry Criswell.
We've got different rosters.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
There is no far left.
Unless we take
well, you know what?
Landon Bailey and take 5 points off his number.
You know what? You might be right. I might have an actual. I've got the whole team listed though. I've got 9 through 12 on mine.
Yeah, we're looking at different rosters.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not. Here's the handoff. We'll call it Criswell right now. He'll hit up the right side and take it out to about the 40. Pick up those penalty yards and then a little bit more.
Well, I will say this. On my roster, Barry Criswell, number 30, is listed as a freshman.
Okay. Well, then we're going with it. Barry, got it. Between the two of us, I think we'll work this out.
We can, yeah, by the end of the game, we'll have a roster.
Third down and about 4. Clap of the hands by Criswell. He's got 3 receivers on his right to the short side of the field. Really overloaded on that right hash mark. Handoff, working to the right side. There was Bailey, and he'll be stopped shy. Maybe a pickup of a yard.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm Don Vincent. I'm with Bob Tomaszewski. Gary Pelter down on the field.
So
enjoying our day here on WLCS TV 20. Gary, go ahead, man. You got it.
I was just waving up there to the cameras when you so nicely introduced me.
Well, I like you, man.
So we're going for it on 4th down.
All right, the checks in the mail, Don.
4th down and 3. The ball spotted at the 42-yard line. They need the 40. Flags fly. That's going to be a defensive timeout taken by Lorain High early on. So I wanted to get a look at what was going on, but boy, you've taken a timeout here at the 6:41 mark.
I think he's thinking this is a big down right here.
Well, it's early, and we watched the JV game just before this freshman game, and saw that both teams benefited for some big plays. So you could be kind of thinking along those lines here in the freshman game as well. You don't want to give up that big play, especially early on.
Absolutely, and at this level on both teams, if you got a guy that's really going to, in the future, going to be a good player, he can really dominate one of these games. He's a freshman, but you're thinking, he's going to be a good one. The average freshman ain't going to keep up with that kid.
Good point. Talk a little bit about how these teams came to be playing today. Lorain High, the varsity squad, this week played a team out of Canada.
Right.
Clyde, their varsity squad, played a team out of Dayton. So you think about the travel, and
you're not going to send a JV team that far.
No. So they got together, and here you are.
Worked out.
In Lorain on a Saturday morning, playing some freshman football. 3 receivers on the left side now with the motion for the Flyers. Criswell wants to fire. Has a man there. Boy, good timing on the defensive stop.
Did I hear an early whistle?
I heard a whistle. I don't have a 5 for Lorain, so.
Well, it's 1st down, Lorain.
Oh, that's right, on down. So
according
it goes over.
According to the chain crew.
Trust the chain crew. 6:47 or 37. I'm sorry.
All right, I've got changes on my roster that I've got down here for Lorain. Francisco Rosario is number 5, I believe. Or I gotta make a line across here because I'm not sure. It's either Francisco Rosario or Kevin Jackson.
Okay. Rosario Jackson, we'll call him. This guy, this split end here is
bad.
offside.
That's just bad. I didn't see that one.
All right, it's Kevin Jackson is number 5.
Kevin Jackson is 5. All right. On first down, that'll be a carry off the right side. T.J. Williams able to take it out for a pickup.
I don't know how, but somehow I ended up with the good rosters, I guess.
I know.
You handed them to me.
Which is even worse, right?
Yeah.
I thought I marked down all the changes, but apparently I didn't do as good a job as I thought. 2nd down and 5 for the Freshmen Titans. They'll set up here for this 2nd down with a wing off to the right side. It splits to that right side as well. Quarterback will keep and just head upfield. Williams may find the end zone, but that one's coming back. There's a flag drop back at the 20. So if they get the bad block and they spot the foul, it's still likely a first down. And I think that was a broken play at some level.
I think you're right. The quarterback looked for the dive back who wasn't there. He's, okay, I'll just keep it, and did a mighty fine job of running.
There is a block in the back called on the Titans. They'll step off the penalty, which is 10 yards. They'll spot the ball at the 30-yard line. It'll still be a first down. First down and 10 for the Titans at the 30-yard line of the Flyers. And early on in this one, Lorain looks strong. Come with a nice defensive stop.
Yeah.
4 and out. Offensively, a couple nice runs thus far. T.J. Williams looks to be one of those multi-talented athletes sitting in at quarterback right now. Kevin Jackson split out to the right. No, the pitch will go outside to the left. A little straight arm technique. Not going to happen, and a flag comes flying out.
Face mask, maybe? There's
Raphael
a hand
Hagler.
up in there. It is.
Yeah. Are they going to call that on the offensive player or on the defense?
I think they're calling it on the D. That'd be 15 bigger.
Yeah.
There it is. That'd be a
tackle for a loss of 4 and a 5-yard penalty. Makes it 1st and 9, I guess.
It's first down.
Either way, 1st and 9.
1st and 9's not bad. I would prefer that. But
clearly better than 1st and 10. Slot formation on the left, tight end, wide receiver off to the right. Miscommunication in the offensive backfield. The handoff goes right up the middle. We'll see who that was in just a second.
But they're picking away, and I'm thinking when the time comes, they might go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that was Hagler, by the way, with the carry for a couple yards. Makes it a 2nd down at about 7. Jackson will come off the field and go over and get some fluids in the body. It's going to be important on a day like today.
Sure is.
Maurice McCree splits out to the left side. Running back will be Hagler. Oh, yeah. Keeper, Williams, holding that ball loosely. Gets met at the line of scrimmage. They'll not quite give him the line of scrimmage. He got popped.
Actually,
Nathan Parkhurst on the hit.
They moved the box back a yard.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Loss of a yard.
I think because he got hit, but he didn't go down. He kept fighting, and he took himself back. So that's. Well, here we go. 3rd down. This should be. They're having trouble, Well, now there's only one guy in the backfield, so.
And that'd be your quarterback, Williams. He'll set everything in motion and just take off to the right side and head upfield. Holds the ball loosely. Gets picked up and put down across the 20. And actually the tackle helped him pick up.
He did. He rolled him
down, yeah.
He rolled him forward, yeah.
They'll roll the clock on a first down at the 19-yard line. 3:53 running. First quarter clock. It's the standard running formation that Lorain High Football uses. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Handoff goes to Hagler. Tries the left side. He'll take it down to the 15-yard line for a pickup of 4. Gary, not a ton of movement on the line, but when it seems like there is movement, it seems to be coming off the Lorain High line right now.
Yeah, Lorain High's getting a little bit of a push there, and they've picked up some yardage. They haven't had that big play yet, but they have been moving the football in a positive manner. Second down in about 6, maybe 7.
Francisco Rosario splits out to the right side. A misdirection play, handoff to the second back through, down to the 5-yard line, still on his feet, spinning away from pressure, gets hit yet again. Well, that's a nice run.
Yes, he's knocking on the door there.
Battles, I believe, the young man on the run.
The old misdirection, scissors kind of action.
Take it all the way down inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. So you'll have first and goal, 4 cracks to get it in the end zone. Actually, the nose of the ball is at the 1.
Yeah.
Hagler will be the running back. Williams the quarterback. 2 receivers split to the right, to the left. They'll move the formation and go under center. They'll bring the wings up. Quarterback, key.
Ooh.
No, ball pops
Fumbled
loose.
out.
See who got it. There was a flyer right next to it when it was on the turf.
So a lot of blue shirts pointing their way, but no striped shirts.
I think somebody's got to coach up the scoreboard operator over there. They got a touchdown up on the board already for Lorain.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Little wishful thinking there, but that was not an extra point attempt. That was first down at the 1.
It'll be second down at the 1 following the fumble and recovery by the Titans. And that's the difference. You go from a shotgun and then all of a sudden you go under center in a critical situation. They'll move a man over to the right side. That'll be Battles again. Snap, goes back, whistles tweet. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Lorain High just prior to the snap. Oh, boy. That's their second. 1:54 remains in the first quarter. So we'll just spend the timeout break with you.
Yes. So anyway.
Well, I was going to kind of drop this in your lap, Coach. In freshman football, you see a few, parents and friends and family out here, even a few folks that have made the trip from Clyde. This is an important part in football development, both for individual athletes and for teams.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of times, I coached freshmen. I coached JVs. And when you show up and there's no one there wearing your colors, you go, oh, man, does anybody care about us? Mm-hmm. And the kids pick up on that, too. So they like to see, a little hooting and hollering when they do something right. And that's called, as we talk Coach Elder all the time about this, building a program.
Yeah.
You get the community involved. They want to see good things happen. And, we want to be the freshman champs. We want to be the JV champs. And then we want to be the varsity conference champs.
Back to the action on a second and goal from the 1-yard line. Williams takes a snap, heads towards the end zone and into the end zone. Touchdown Titans. Now, there was some movement along that offensive line.
Yes. Now are they going to put 6 more on there, or are they going to put 2 more, make it 8? Or just leave it like it is?
Just leave it. Just leave it. With 1:50 left in the first quarter, Titans will huddle up, and we'll see what they do here. Ryan DiBernardo standing next to Coach. He'll get the play and trot it in. It's unusual to see a play actually being walked into the huddle. Gary's down on the field giving the officials a little what for.
Well, he understands completely what's going on.
There was no what for.
He's a veteran.
We were just talking about the scoreboard catching up.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the same page as the officials. How often does that happen?
Gary's a veteran sideline guy.
There you go. Quick hitch pass out to the side, goes over the head of the intended receiver and falls incomplete. Wanted to get that ball back to Battles and unable to do so. So the score's going to remain 6-0 in favor of the Lorain High Titans.
We got a minute 50 in the first quarter.
Nice start for the Freshmen Titans.
Yeah, they were.
Put together a good defensive stop, followed up by a good drive to put the ball into the end zone.
Excellent drive.
$150 remaining in this quarter. The Titan defense back out there. Two receivers, actually three receivers, go right for the Flyers. On a first down from the 35, a little quick hit out into the flat, and that young man paid a price. All right, Gary, you got a 25 on your Clyde roster.
Well, hang on. Let me take a look at this here. In the meantime, I wanted to touch on the point that Tomo was talking about.
Yeah.
About the you're talking about the JV and freshman games and the people coming to see him. I think it's nice that they got it on a Saturday afternoon here because that gives people an opportunity.
Sure.
Sometimes if you're playing at 4 o'clock on a Thursday or whatever, and it's a little bit of a travel, it's hard for parents to get there.
Fumble.
Ball on the ground, and
what number were we looking for here?
Want to say, what the heck was it? Now I lost it.
Well, we'll find it next
It'll
time.
pop right back up.
Yes.
Third down, and we'll call it 13 for the Flyers. Go into a shotgun formation. Two receivers left, one to the right, running backs on either side of the quarterback. He's just going to tuck and go. That'll be Criswell. Works to the left side, gets wrapped up and dropped near the 40-yard line, a pickup of about 8.
Wow.
Good defensive pursuit there by the Titans, including Le'Veon Chapman, who worked down the line and got in on that tackle. Fourth and 5 now from the Flyers' 40-yard line.
Well, this is a big play right here, even though it's early in the game. Will he even get it off? 5 seconds, 4.
Looks like they want to, and they will. The quarterback, Chapman, will keep it. Heads to the right side. He's going to get wrapped up and stopped for a gain of about a yard, but that will be a turnover on downs as we end the first quarter. Titans will have the ball as we get set for the second quarter. We'll take a little bit of a break here on WLCS TV 20 and be back with more freshman football action right after this.
There's a lot of hidden dangers out there in cyberspace.
Never put your personal information online unless you ask your parents and they say that it's fine.
Before you log on, don't be hasty. Please be smart with online safety. Stop and think before your connection. Use these steps for your protection. Online safety.
Stop. Think.
Connect.
All right, and we're back. Second quarter action. 9 minutes up on the clock, 6-0 in favor of the Lorain High Titans. They'll have the ball first down and 10 coming off a turnover and downs. I have it on the Flyers side of the field at the 41.
Yeah. Well, they've moved the ball every time they've touched it, so let's see what we got here.
High backfield.
It's like an old eye backfield. What is that all about?
Yeah, when's the last time you saw that?
Pitch. This has got to be a pitch sweep.
A little change in personnel for the Titans. We'll have to pick up some names and numbers there. Broken play.
Oh, that's, yeah.
And it's not going to bode too well for the Titans. That's a loss of about 9.
Yeah,
Or I'm
somebody
sorry.
wasn't supposed to
number
be
9.
there
Loss of 2.
or whatever. Either back went the wrong way or the I can't believe the quarterback went the wrong way, but anything can happen.
Well, Gary's going to have to help me with the I think that might be the number. It was 9 that I was looking for.
That would be number 9 is Armando Rivera for the Titans, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. Okay. So Rivera hit for that loss for 2. We'll get back at it here. Quick pitch downfield. A big shot on the quarterback that time, but the completion is going to go to Maurice McCree. And Williams stood in there like a champ as quarterback, delivered that
Yeah,
ball.
he knew that was coming, too.
Have to take it down to the 27-yard line. Pickup of about 16.
I thought I've seen it all. We got a trainer on the sideline. There's a Lorain guy. He's heated up pretty good. Run this play.
Williams rolls to his right, turns the corner, tries to work upfield,
Ooh.
gets spun forward inside the 25 down to about the 23. His length plus getting spun around helped him pick up those 4 yards.
So Lorain's got this big tank, and it's powered, and you can get the water to squirt out of it. So anyway, this kid, he's over there, and he's all heated up. So the guy takes the hose, shoves it down the neck of his jersey in the back, so you get some water down the back.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets it put in the hole in his helmet, gets some on the right, gets some on the left. I mean, he was squirting water all over this kid. Then at the end, he got a drink and walked away. I've never seen you put
Well,
the hose in the hole in the helmet.
that's,
Cool that dome off.
might be a new feature of the new style helmets.
Well, that could be. Water access.
Wideouts on either side, right up the middle
Just
goes
right
Williams,
at him.
and he'll just take people along for the ride, and he'll take it down to about the 16-yard line. That should move the sticks and another Titan first down. Pickup of about 7, maybe 8.
Count up the Clyde players. Clyde's got 19 freshmen.
Not a lot.
That's not a lot, boy. That's
So first down and 10 for the Titans from the 16-yard line of Clyde, up by a touchdown, 6-0. Freshman football action on WLCS TV 20. Good to be joining Joe Bach and his
and a
team.
flag.
And a delay of game called on the Titans. So back them up 5. Their second penalty for 15 yards in the ball game.
Well, they're going to chalk that one up to not getting the personnel into the ball game
Yes.
in time and getting the play called.
Handoff, no keeper. Williams right up the middle again. Swims over one would-be tackler and finds the end zone. No flags this time as he takes it in from about 21 yards out for the score.
That was a zig and a zag, and he was in the end zone.
Five plays covering the 41 yards. The Titans are in the end zone to make it 12-0. The extra point pending here. Williams is a nice-looking athlete. Big kid, too.
Oh, yeah. They had to run the same play they just ran.
Right.
You only need 3 yards.
Mondo Rivera will replace him at quarterback. He'll stand in the short gun. Motion comes back to the formation. Everybody's got to get set. Not sure they got there. Rivera pump fake. Oh, no,
Oh,
that's
boy.
not going anywhere. He's going to get buried back at the 10-yard line. A nice stop that time by the Flyers defense, and in particular, Adam Cauble.
And Levon Chapman coming off he had his guy strung up, man.
12-0 in favor of the Lorain High Titans. They'll have to turn the ball back over to the Flyers at the 35-yard line. 2 possessions for Lorain, 2 scores.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, you watch varsity football like most people do most of the time, and you don't even think about extra points. They make most of them and all that. The lower you go, the harder they are to make, and they're so critical in the outcome of the game.
9-play drive and a 5-play drive for Lorain High. See what Clyde does here on their third possession of the ball game. They'll have it to start at the 35.
Oh,
Snap
fumble.
comes loose, and the quarterback will just jump on top of it. It's kind of bounced off of his fingers before he got a grip on
Yeah,
it. That
that's
was
not
Criswell.
good. Yeah.
I'll take the ball all the way back inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. We talked about some of the size that we saw on the junior varsity Titan squad. Well, they've got some guys on this freshman squad that have some size to
They
them
get
as
some
well.
girth. Yes, they do.
Two receivers right, one to the left, two running backs alongside the quarterback Criswell in the offensive set. Three down linemen for the Titans.
Oh.
A little bit of a blitz. Ball comes loose, and it's going to be picked
Oh,
up
boy.
by the Titans. They're going to take it down to the 10-yard line. Boy, not the way you coach it up, but boy, when the ball bounces up and into the
geez.
hands of one of the defenders, it's hard not to pick it up and start heading upfield.
Oh, yeah.
Gary, you were chasing that play. That was just a great bounce.
Yeah, it was a great bounce, and the coaching has changed on that. The theory on that, I'm sure Tomo would agree. In the old days, you saw that ball, you just dove on it and covered it. Now there's a scoop and score mentality. If you
Yep.
got an opportunity to pick that ball up and go, you just
And you're right. Keep scooping it toward the goal line. It's going to be your ball no matter what, so get it as close as you can.
yeah, absolutely.
From the 10-yard line, here come the Titans again, this time with 5:35 remaining in the second quarter.
I wonder who's
Still
going to
either
carry
way.
it. He's done pretty good so far.
Rivera's going to be the quarterback. He's going to go under center. Runs the option coming down the line. Pitch flipped out. This is going to score. That's going to be a touchdown.
They ran that
into
well.
the hands of Damon Battles. You're right. That was a really well-run option.
Yes. Yep, they had Clyde stretched out. There was no one to cover the pitch man.
And if you can run a good option, and it really starts with the relationship between the quarterback
Yep.
and the pitchback. It's
Yep.
are you both in the right place in relation to each other?
You got
And
it.
you saw it there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I will say that the running back did a nice job of catching that pitch. It was a little high. There was almost a little recipe for disaster there, but he got it and did the right thing, and they won't remember anything about it till they watch it on tape.
Good point. Rivera's going to stay out there. I backfield behind him. Apparently, as whistles tweet, a flag comes on. A procedure call is going to be flagged against the Titans.
See, there it is. Extra points.
You've still got to run the play, though, right?
Oh,
The worst part about that is that the whistle blew as they were snapping the ball or right before they were snapped the ball, and they gave away the play. Now the defense has seen it.
Good point. We'll see what they cue up this time. They'll change the formation as Rivera will now go into the shotgun with a single running back behind him. That's going to be Hagler. Two receivers right. Wants to throw. Fires left. High pass over top of the intended receiver that time. McCree, and it'll fall incomplete.
that's the third one they have not made. Okay? 3 times 2 is 6. So you could, that's a touchdown that you could have up on the board. And
Good point. It's in a game right now where you're up 18-0 in the second quarter may not be as impactful. But if it's a team that's matching you score for score,
then it does.
it matters.
It sure does.
Flyers will get back at it. On the offensive side of things, they'll have the ball at the 35-yard line. And you got to tip your cap thus far to the defense from Lorain High Titans. They're playing pretty
tough.
toughly. Yeah. Seth
Rock
Roig out
solid.
there along the
Yeah.
defensive line. We're going to have to get all these guys in here. We haven't talked a lot about them. First down from the 35. Snap goes back. Criswell wants to fire across the middle. Almost picked off. Almost a great job by Maurice McCree to take that one away. Had 2 hands on it. Just couldn't finish it up.
And for Clyde, just a few too many guys around the ball.
Adam Jones, one of those big defensive linemen down there for Lorain High. Gabriel Lowe contributing down there.
See, and that's the problem, too. Like we said, if you only have 18, 19 kids on your whole roster, in practice, they don't see any of those big galoots running around. You know what I mean? And you got to see those kind of guys because you're going to see them game day.
Galoots.
Yeah, well, they are galoots when they can run and jump.
2nd down and 10. 3 receivers left now for the Flyers. 1 receiver to the right. High snap again, handled by Criswell. He had to tap it back to himself, and almost as soon as he got it, there was a Titan on his back, and that was Rivera.
To the quarterback's defense, that was a bad snap. So
he's up a 3rd and long now for the Flyers. Titans defensive line shifts.
Everybody
Heavy
looking
to the
around.
right side. Showing blitz, not going to happen.
Bobble
High
the snap again.
Yeah, high snap to Criswell. He manages it, works upfield, ends up picking up near 1st down yardage. He'll be about a yard short.
Yeah.
And it'll be a 4th and 1. Gary, it seems like every snap they're having a hard time in the exchange between the center and the quarterback.
Yeah, there's definitely some challenging things going on right there. I don't know if maybe they've I'm not privy to this information. Maybe they've got a new center in there,
or
this week or something. But
or Lorain's got a pretty tough nose tackle.
Well, that's true too.
Also a true statement is that there's a timeout on the field. The Flyers want to talk a little bit about this and figure out what's going up on a 4th down and 1 with 4:04 remaining in the first half. Down by 3 touchdowns, 18-0.
So they need a yard. So are they gonna? I'm thinking they're going. We have not seen a punt.
No.
Did we see a punt in the JV game? I don't think we saw a punt there either.
There is no punting allowed on Saturdays.
That could be.
That might be it.
It'd be a no punt Saturday. I like that.
Going back to Tom, when you were talking a little bit about the freshman team and the numbers that they have, that does make practice increasingly hard.
Sure does.
When you've got that number of guys that's less than 22, you're really struggling to have a practice out there. Trust me, I know I've been there. I was at South Amherst one time. We had a 12-player freshman squad at one time.
Yeah.
And
that's the old half-line scrimmage and stuff like that.
We'd go to a game, and it's like you have to pick the one kid that's not going to start. But you're in the second play.
Yeah. Rotate. You and Jimmy rotate every other play.
The snap goes to the quarterback, Criswell. He'll get to the line of scrimmage and fall forward for a pickup of 2, and that'll move the sticks. Only needed 1. I believe that's the first down of this game for the Flyers.
I think you're correct.
A little bit less than 4 minutes remain in this first half.
Of course, I cannot remember the last time you were not correct. So.
Ooh, well. Let me ask my wife. I'm sure she remembers.
I have to be nice to you. You're driving.
Yeah, I'm the ride today.
Oh, what a catch.
Yeah, nice job waiting on that one to come down. Landon Bailey will come up with a catch for the Flyers. Ends up picking up 2 or 3. I believe it was a 2nd down and 7. There was a lot of pressure on Criswell coming right up the gut. I want to say that Gabriel Lowe was on a bit of a blitz from his middle linebacker position. He'll step up into the line again and show blitz and then step back. Hand off to the second back in the formation. That's a big hit.
Yeah, I got a
Day Armstrong comes up and lays the shot on the running back, Jay Plummer.
I got to give the Lorain coach credit. He has got a steady rotation of these big guys going in on the line. They got Chapman in there, and if I can find their numbers. Anthony. I mean, there's about 4 or 5 of them that just constantly giving each other a break. And
there we go on a 3rd and 5. Pass is going to come underneath. And shy of the first down on the reception is Cobble. Defensively there for the stop for Lorain High. A couple different players, including Jalen Delane.
Could be another 4th and 1. and they're in a hurry-up set.
The ball with a nose on the 45. Lorain High looks like they want to get up on the line and get after this one a little bit. Ball comes loose, still loose. It'll be Lorain High ball. And jumping on top of that for the Titans was Seth Roig. First down, Lorain.
See, that's one of those things, too, with these new multiple offenses. You're in that short gun all the time, so the ball's like snapped you like a punt. Boom, boom, boom. Well, there he had to get up under the center and fumble the snap.
Well, that exchange is difficult for teams that practice it all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And if you hardly ever run that in practice, which I'm sure they don't.
First and 10 from the Lorain High 48-yard line. And one of the players trots onto the field for the Flyers and is sent off. Equipment issue. The official pointed at something. Not sure what it was. All right, first down and 10 for the Titans. Williams flips a pass out. That's
great catch.
Yeah,
man,
fingertip catch made and turned into a positive play.
Yeah, that was from a
Maurice
no-gainer. Yeah.
Turns it into about a 7-yard pickup.
Yes.
I kind of think what happened there, guys, was the Flyers' defense kind of let up a little bit because I don't think they thought the pass was going to be complete. And then when he finally did catch it, they were already kind of thought the play was going to be over.
Yeah, good point.
Gary, keep an eye on this, too, because those passes look almost like laterals for the most part.
Oh,
I mean, they're close. Second down and about 3 for the Titans. 2 receivers split either way. Williams wants to throw. Has pressure coming off both sides. Gets hit. Gets wrapped up. Still on his feet. Dragging people along. Finally dropped shy of the 50. That'll be a loss of about 4.
Boy, that's when you're spinning and grabbing, and that's when the ball comes out a lot. You got to be very careful with those plays.
Third down and about 7 here for the Titans. Ball at the Clyde 49-yard line. 2 receivers either way. Quick hit comes out into the flap. That'll be Hagler. Hagler has room to roam. Waits for a blocker. Works upfield. He may go all the way. He's going to go all the way. That's going to be a 49-yard pitch and catch touchdown.
And I was watching that time, Don, and that was very close to a lateral.
Yeah, those are close, but if you're catching
but it's
them,
a good. Oh,
and
hey,
you're heading upfield, you're good.
No problem.
Nice job by Hagler to wait on the block upfield, and I didn't catch the number of the young man that was throwing the block. I wish I would have, because I'd love to give him credit.
Yeah,
because that block really did spring him.
Okay. Let's try the 4th extra point.
Go up under center again. Rondo Rivera steps in at quarterback, rolls left, gets hit left. Yeah, he'll get dropped back at the 10-yard line. And
so that's 10
Titans
points.
Extend.
10 points. It could be 34 instead of 24.
A pretty dominant first half here for the Titans. Up 24 to nothing with 18 seconds remaining in the first half of action.
I've always said
I think I'm going to apply my basic Lorain math skills, Tom. Well, 4 touchdowns would have only been 8 points, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. You added an extra one in there.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. That's all right. I was just sitting here thinking about that. I'm like, oh.
Gary, tell me what you think about this. If I could change one rule in football, junior high football, let's run this play.
Junior high, all right.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested in hearing this. Snap goes back. Criswell runs to the right side. About 15 seconds remain in this first half. So what would you change?
I would say if you kick an extra point, it's 2 points. If you run it in, it's 1 point. The idea being encourage the kicking part of the game. What do you think?
I don't know. 5-yard penalty, I know that much, is dropped against the Flyers. It'll back them up to the 30-yard line with 13 seconds. Gary, what do you think? You got an opinion on that one?
Well, I think that's an interesting observation because initially you used to kick the extra point and you get 1 point for it because theoretically it was easier to get.
Right.
Yeah, but now that you don't even make an attempt.
Yes, so you are correct there. So I don't know.
Griswold takes a snap, heads upfield,
Still
rolls
running,
through
man.
a bunch of different would-be tacklers. Picks up about 12. Will still be shy of the first down and won't really matter because that will bring the first half to a close. The Lorain High Freshmen Titans enjoying a 24-0 lead as we head into the halftime break against the Clyde Flyers. We'll take a break as well and be back with third quarter action on WLCS TV 20.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Time for second half freshman football action. The Lorain High Titans lead the Clyde Flyers by a count of 24-0. So we get set for third quarter. I'm Don Vincent, Bob Tomaszewski standing by. Gary Pelter down on the sideline, enjoying a beautiful day of freshman football. Lorain High on their first snap from scrimmage.
Boy, they're picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, boy, are they. Hitting the corner that time was Raphael Hagler. He'll turn it into a first down out to the 48-yard line.
Nice outside play. Yep.
Pick up a 13. Another first down for the Titans. And, you know, with a 24-0 lead, you don't have to push clock. You don't have to push tempo. You just need to keep getting first downs.
Exactly. And that could be just running the ball.
Precisely. Quarterback and 2 running backs in the offensive backfield. A little misdirection, ball hits the field. Well, that's what you can't do because you turned it over and gave it to Clyde.
That was that scissors play. And you faked to the first guy, but you didn't get out in time to give it to the second guy. So.
Brady Frankart, the man at the right place at the right time for the Clyde freshman football team, jumps on it.
I had a gentleman down here, one of the security guys. He first thing he said was, "It's a hot one down here," which that's obvious. But he also said that one more score and they got a running clock going.
Yeah, that's right. You get that 30 points up on there, and it
can
move things along rather quickly. Tomo, you don't seem to be in disagreement with that.
Well, you know, if it's a rule, you got to go by it.
Well, you do have to follow the rules. This is true.
Oh,
Criswell
brother.
comes to the near side, and you
we
probably
heard that click.
heard that one.
Ooh, man.
Boy, oh boy.
Woo!
Coming up on the hit, T.J. Williams, quarterback. And boy, heck of a defensive play.
Jeez, Pizza Rooney. Oh.
I'll tell you what, guys. This is freshman football, but that was a varsity level hit right there.
You're right there, man. Well, when you can hear it up here through headphones, ooh.
Be a 2nd down and 9, and if I'm Barry Criswell, I'm thinking, all right, if he's on the right, I'm going to go left. 2nd and 9 from the 44. High snap, handoff, flag on the play. And it'll be about a 4-yard pickup if it stands, but that flag came in early, and those tend to be offensive fouls, and that is the case. It'll be a procedure call on Clyde. Back them up.
See, that could be one of those where the quarterback can look at the official and say, "Did you see that last hit I took? I'm allowed a little extra second here to get this."
Yeah, the sticks moved on the far side to spot the ball before the officials waved them down, so they're trying to figure out exactly where the ball was. It's close enough. It's a 5-yard penalty, so they'll spot it back at the 48-yard line. 2nd down now and 13. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Barry Criswell.
Double pass.
Quarterback wants to throw, fires across the middle, snagged in the middle of the field. INT brought down. Oh boy, and I'm going to hate to say this. Do I have the number? Gary, help. I think it was 41, but I don't have that on my roster.
I think it was 47.
47, okay, so Gabriel
47,
Logan.
that one you got.
Okay, I do have that one. You're right. I saw both of those guys in the immediate area. Lowe went up and high pointed that. Did a nice job of bringing that down, Gary.
He most definitely did. He went up there, got it, and came down. He wasn't able to keep his feet, or he might have been able to pick up another 10, 12 yards, but nonetheless, he gives the Titans the football back. And
so we'll take the ball.
Yeah.
7:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Low snap. Handoff, heading around the edge is Hagler again. He'll have near 1st down yards. I think he will. He'll move the sticks. A pickup of 11 out across the 45 to the 47.
Yep. You're right. You called it. They got that ground game going now, and you got a big lead. And hey, work on your stats.
Just hold on to it.
That's the key.
T.J. Williams, a quarterback, done a nice job in this game, moving the ball around as well as taking advantage on his own. I'll hand off to the 2nd back, Calvin Hudson. He'll go right side, get wrapped up and dropped after a pickup of about 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Titans, and this is it. Stay in bounds. Just keep running. Get a couple first downs.
Yep.
Move the sticks. Life is good.
Tell you what, those 2 backs back there for Lorain, Hagler and Hudson. One wears 2, Hudson wears 2, and Hagler wears 22, and they're both a very similar size, and they've got very similar styles.
Snap is back. It'll be Hagler. Wants to go left, cuts back right, gets into the line of scrimmage, and he'll get thrown forward all the way out. Geez, to the 46-yard line.
You got to give him credit. He did even though he's going down, he got the extra yard or two.
Pickup of about 2 makes it a 3rd and 3. Very manageable for the Titans. They'll come back to the line. They'll split receivers on either side and stay in that run package. Well, those guys up front now, if you're going to run, they're going to get a little winded.
Well, that's they just changed a couple more linemen.
Williams will just tuck and go to the right side, 1st down yardage and then some. He's going to bounce it outside, gets by one more guy. He may go. Nope, he'll get repped down at about the 21-yard line. Well, that's a nice pickup there.
Boy.
Flags come in late.
Oh, somebody said something, I got to believe.
About a 25-yard run. And we'll see who they're calling this on. It looks like, well, let's see what the signal is rather than rely on conjecture. Dead ball, personal foul, and they actually are
against Lorain.
Wow, they're sending one of the guys out.
The play was well over.
Gary will just kind of step in, see if he can hear a little bit of what's going on between the officials and the coach, but I think they've disqualified Williams.
Really?
We'll have to keep an eye on it and see. Officials are gathering up. Gary, were you able to listen in at all?
They said there was definitely something said by a Lorain player, but the coach down here was thinking that there was maybe a late hit or an incident on the sidelines that instigated that comment, and that's what he was trying to draw the officials' attention to, guys.
Well, was the kid ejected?
Well, that's an interesting question. Now they're walking back and forth because the play should count. And it was out of bounds at the 21. Then you step off the penalty. Now the stick shouldn't be there. You don't do 1st and 25. They stopped doing that years ago.
Unless, of course, it's freshman football.
Well, I guess that's where it's going to stay. The ball is back at the 36-yard line, so it's 1st and 25. I backfield, and we'll have the other quarterback, Rivera, in. Well, option look. He'll just head upfield, and we'll pick up a couple on a 1st down carry.
Well, the quarterback is ready to go, so he's not like sitting on the bench holding his helmet.
And he still has his helmet, so I think, I may have been mistaken. Thought I saw a gesture kind of pointing out of the stadium, but
he might have been just saying, "Get out of here, get over there in the huddle."
Might have been it. Yeah, might have been it. 2nd down, and about 23 now. Little pass downfield. Reception is made. Nice job by Ryan DiBernardo.
At 1st and 25 is tough.
Oh,
Gee whiz. I mean.
Now you'll be hit with a 3rd and about 16.
Right. But they've already gained about 12 yards off the 25, but it's still a long way to go.
Well, if you can pick up little chunks, 7, 8, 9 at a time.
But that's tough.
Jeez. 3 receivers will go right, and there you go. Williams is back into the ball game.
Yep.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Obvious throwing down here on 3rd and long. Williams calls for the ball, rolls to his left. Has to get a little bit more of a emphasis on his run. Gets wrapped up and spun around, and then taken out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Pickup of a yard, maybe.
4th down.
Not much choice here but to go for it on a 4th and 15. A lot of chatter down there on the field. Titans may turn the ball over here. 3:55 on a stopped 3rd quarter clock. George Daniels Stadium. Same old stadium, new field.
Yeah.
Kind of like the new field. I was sorry to see the old turf go.
In a way,
The
I
old
know what you're
grass.
saying. Yeah.
But this is nice. I like it a
yeah.
lot.
Well,
Well,
you couldn't do this on the old field.
No.
3 games?
No.
That's not going to happen.
Clyde gets a little aggressive. They're going to jump off sides and give Lorain High 5 yards and make it at least somewhat more manageable, 4th and 10. Titans are going to go ahead and huddle up here. Clock still hasn't moved for quite a while here. 3:55 remaining. Williams finally gets his receivers in the right places. Takes a snap and rolls away. Could go. If he can beat one guy, he may find end zone.
Jog
He's at
it
the
in.
10, into the 5, slows down, makes contact at the end zone.
Oh,
flag
and flag
comes flying in.
Touchdown. They
And
signaled touchdown.
yeah, the flag's coming in on a hit that happened. Well, no, they're spotting it at about the 4-yard line, so they may not be calling what I think they were calling. Harry, what did you see?
I saw a couple bodies falling down, one from each team, right about the 4-yard line, 5-yard line, but it was behind the play. So I don't know
maybe
what they were.
Illegal block or something?
They haven't made any definitive
Really,
actions
guys,
one way or the other.
It's not that difficult. Here we go.
It's coming back. So I think it's going to be an illegal block.
They'll move it from the spot of the foul. Here it is, personal foul is the call. So they'll spot it 15 yards back to the 19-yard line.
Geez. It's got to get to the 10.
Yeah, so it'll be back at the 19. You were at 4th and 10 before. Now you're at 4th and 9. Helmet to helmet contact. Was that the call, Gary?
No, coach gave him a little bit of words of wisdom over there. If he's already in the end zone, you don't have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
All right. Tight end and 3 receivers off to the right side. Williams takes it, rolls to his left, sidesteps one would-be tackler, gets wrapped up, avoids him, avoids a couple more, still on his feet, goes down at about the 15-yard line. And with that, the Flyers will get the ball back.
He must be coached to jog to the outside because he does that every time. And then just try to make people miss you. That play's hard to draw up.
It is. Clyde will have the ball at the 15-yard line. Lorain High will give it to them on downs. It'll be first down for the Flyers. Some Lorain High personnel changes. Chapman will run out there. He'll take the nose guard position. He's a wide kid.
Yeah, I would not want to try to block him.
Shoulders. Yeah.
He's
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Criswell takes a snap, hands off, moving upfield is Landon Bailey.
Fumble.
Ball comes loose. Ball still loose. It'll be Lorain High ball at the 26-yard line as they scoop it up. Actually, no. I thought that was a Lorain High kid that got it.
I thought it was too.
It'll end up into the hands.
I'll tell you what, guys, Lorain High momentarily had a hand on it, but they never controlled it. And it came out, and Clyde got it back, and it's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Austin Carter was able to grab that up.
Amazing.
Retain possession of it. 2nd down and 1. Lorain High showing blitz coming after Criswell. Tries to find the corner, cuts back against the grain, gets out across the 30-yard line, and that's more than enough to move the sticks. Needed a yard, picked up 5. Less than 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Freshman football. Big thank you to Joe Bach and TV20 for having us out on a Saturday afternoon to cover the games.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. 1st and 10 for the Flyers. Clapp starts the play. Handoff. Bailey goes left side. Boy, there's a good defensive play coming up and wrapping that up and dropping him for a small loss is Day Armstrong. Strong defensive line play.
I'll tell you what, guys, the one thing I've noticed that Lorain, when they tackle somebody, they spin them backwards. Clyde's been spinning them forwards.
It's a good
and
point.
they're picking up a couple of yards.
You know, that's something to be said about that.
Somewhere there's an old school coach going, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's a really good observation, though. Here we go. On a 2nd and long, quarterback keeper, flag comes flying in. Probably a hold. Ball comes loose. It'll be a Lorain High ball. It's a pick up and go. Here we go. Down the field, McCree along the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Lorain. But there's a flag back at the 22-yard line. If that's on the offense, it just won't matter.
Correct. It might have been a block. Bad block.
See if it was before or after. Looking for a signal of some sort. I'll pick up the flag and.
Well, they're going down, lining up on the 3-yard line, so.
Won't get a signal. It's just so much laundry. So another ball comes in and put the points up on the board. Two-point extra point attempt on the way, and from here on, we should have the running clock. I believe, Gary, as you were saying before, I do believe it applies in JV and freshman ball as well as varsity ball.
I got to admit, I'm not 100% certain on that one, but we're going to find out very shortly here.
Very shortly. So you're going to go for the 2-point extra point. Williams, the quarterback, takes it up a couple steps, fires into the end zone. That one is complete.
Holy moly.
Into the hands of Ryan DiBernardo.
Finally.
So it's now 32-0 in favor of Lorain High. And
we haven't put the points on the board. Oh, 36? No. Not
the other
38.
Button.
The other way.
The other button. There you go. It'll get there. All right, so officials coming over to the sidelines. Are they notifying everybody of the running clock, or are we going with standard timing?
I don't know. Well, watch the guy that winds the...
Right. Minute 46 is remaining in the third quarter. Clyde will take over at their own 35-yard line as the clock starts to wind. Barry Criswell will go under center. He'll send a man in motion behind the plate. Handoff on the end around. And not much doing there. Well, shoving the back for the running back, Jay Plummer. He'll pick up a couple yards. One of his fellow offensive players gave him a shove, moved him forward.
Well, you know, we need the yards.
Absolutely. Offensively, it's been a bit of a struggle today for the Clyde freshmen.
Yes, it has. They started out a little bit at the beginning of the game, but then they went downhill. I think they ran out of gas because they have so few numbers.
That might be part of it. Split backs, handoff, Bailey. He's going to get wrapped up and dropped for a loss. Armstrong there on the stop again for the Titans. Take it back to the original line of scrimmage and a loss of 2. Actually, only a loss of 1. I'm sorry. It makes it 3rd and 9.
I think that's a moot point.
Might be. Might be.
I'm not trying to be sarcastic or anything, but
I would never imagine anything like that, Coach.
It's a long ride home for these Clyde kids.
It is. It is. It's about an hour, but it's going to feel closer to 3 or 4. Lorain High showing blitz. Not going to happen.
Fumble.
Ball loose. Going to be picked up. And we're going to take this one into the end zone as well. Going all the way. Armando Rivera, touchdown Titans.
That ought to make it about 38, correct?
That's correct. Second
the
return.
Clock, they changed it immediately. Wow. I'm
Second,
impressed.
Second return of a fumble for the Titans in this third quarter.
Well, he was right there. like a dribble. Boom, boom, right in his hands. Well, I'm going.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Clyde just let that one out right on the turf for him to pick up. There was no doubt about that one for sure, guys.
Lorain High freshman enjoying a couple of freebies. I'll line up for the 2-point extra point. TJ Williams, the quarterback, single running back behind him is going to be Calvin Hudson. Flip it outside. Hagler battling his way will find the end zone. 2-point extra point conversion is good. We're now at 40-0 in favor of the Titans.
And that's the quarter.
That is. So we'll take a break and head into the final 9 minutes of this one on WLCS TV 20. The Lorain High freshmen up 40-0 over the Clyde Flyers. We'll be back in just a minute.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
All right, it's time for fourth quarter action here on WLCS TV 20. The Lorain High freshmen enjoying a 40-0 lead over the Clyde Flyers. Don Vincent, Bob Tomaszewski, Gary Pelter down on the sideline here, enjoying a Saturday worth of football.
And I believe this fourth quarter is going to be a quick one because they have the 40-point lead, and it's going to be a running clock.
That's exactly the case. The Flyers will have the ball. Handoff goes to Landon Bailey. He goes to the right side. He'll try to see if he can challenge that clock, but he'll turn it into a nice pickup as he gets inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line on the other side.
But going out of bounds will not stop the clock, so.
Not supposed to, and it continues to run, so we're on target here. 22-yard pickup. 15. Actually, a 27-yard pickup. I'm sorry. Let's get that right. And a first down for the Flyers. First down and 10. Ball spotted. The 38-yard line. Titans defense waiting. There's a big stop in the middle of the field that time. Coming up on the hit was Adam Jones.
Yeah, he was in there. Boy, that's a loss.
Loss of about a yard, but it was just a big hit. It's a demoralizing hit.
Oh.
Second and 11 for the Flyers. They'll split one out to the right side. Slots in, and now the Flyers are looking to kind of burn as much time as they can coming to the line. Two running backs. Handoff goes to the second one. Flag comes flying in. And it's likely a hold.
Well, and the holder is pleading his case, and he doesn't have Perry Mason to help him, so he's gonna lose that battle.
Yeah, he's kind of on his own there. I would almost just decline this penalty. You got a loss on the run. Not sure. Well, they're going to step it off.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get the loss on the run and then you get a loss of down.
Yeah. Well, they'll step it off and take it all the way back beyond midfield.
That's it.
The Clyde 47.
Second and 25?
About,
Pretty
yeah.
close.
Yeah, there you go. Clyde will send 2 running backs and a wing to the right. Handoff, second back, working upfield. That'll be a pickup of about 4, maybe 5. Brings up a 3rd and now about 20. Gary's down there checking out all the action along the sideline. All the folks talking about the brain trust, as it were, down there.
We're just down here discussing the weather and things.
Yeah. Did you all agree that it's hot?
What a beautiful Saturday afternoon it is.
Well, you know, I'll take these in September almost any year. I got no problem. Pass goes downfield, will fall incomplete. Brings up a 4th and long now. And the weather's supposed to be decent moving forward for a little bit as well. It's interesting that.
Boy, how about down in Texas? They said 30 inches someplace.
Whew.
30 inches of rain. My
in
goodness.
Texas.
Yeah. But just, you know, above the Mississippi where it bends down. Oh, gee whiz.
All right, well, hey, this is going to be the first for today, guys. I believe we're going to see a punt. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a little bit of a break, but I think when we come back off of this timeout, with 4:46 remaining in the quarter, we're going to see a punt.
That's amazing. I think you should. I mean, I wholeheartedly believe that you should practice those things. That's why you have 7th, 8th, and 9th grade teams to practice those skills.
You're not going to get any disagreement out of me at all. The question is, you know, if you're not a team that punts, do you practice punt returns?
Yeah.
I would kind of hope.
Because
that might be what the Titans are setting up right now.
Your opponents might be punting the ball out. You better know how to,
Gary, we should have got you in the huddle down there, man. If they're drawing up plays on the sideline.
It could have been a very interesting huddle, I think. But you're right. This is something we have not seen all day long, but it is a 4th and 20 with the ball right around the 50 on about the 49-yard line. So that's a tough down to go for it.
It's terrible. But here's the punt. It's not bad. Good high kick. Hits at the 25 and checks up. It'll be down at the 30.
Well, he didn't punt it as far as they had to go for a first down. So that was a good thing to do. I mean,
But for a freshman to get into it like that?
I give him credit, yes.
So Lorain High right now, with 4:20 remaining, just truly needs to burn some time. Get out and enjoy the rest of their Saturday.
Their moms will take forever to get them out of the shower when they get home.
Yeah.
So my wife's going to take an hour and a half to get me out of the shower.
All right, so the Titan offense trots onto the field. TJ Williams will run the show at quarterback still. They'll have running backs alongside. Yeah, winding down. Snap, handoff. Hagler tries the left side, gives up a little bit of space, turns the corner, gets upfield, and whistles will tweet, stopping play. And it should be a pickup of a couple, and you've got an injured Clyde player down on the field. They'll spot the ball out at the 32.
He's going off, so.
Pickup of 2. This freshman squad for Lorain High, pretty impressive today. They're going to go ahead and stop the clock with 3:18 remaining. Both teams going to the sideline. Get some water, make sure they're hydrated. But, going back to that point, Lorain High's freshman looks to be a fairly talented crew.
Yes, I would
you've got
say.
some good size along the line. You've got some talented players, some guys that can
speed.
Yeah, can run with the ball, catch the ball. This crew could be making some noise for Lorain High in a couple years. Second down and 8. You may have heard the man in the stands down to our right looking for a little bit of hustle. Of course, he's like us. He's sitting up here and not down on the field.
Yeah.
So much easier for us to say that.
Oh, yeah. And we've practiced saying it so long.
We're good at it. Second
Fumble.
handoff. Nope. Ball
They
loose.
gotta work on that play. That's that scissors play.
Yeah.
They can't make the second handoff. They fake it to the first guy. He wants it, and then. Oh.
Well, I'm not sure. Gary may have a better vantage point. I don't think that's a read option. I think that's a pure handoff.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, guys, I think you're right. I think that's called to a specific back. And,
Right, correct.
They are not.
They're not just running the play well.
Their footwork and everything is just not perfect. That's all.
And this is us being critical of a team that's up 40-0. But I think we're all on the same page with that. You turn that into a big positive. So you lose about 5 actually about 7 on the play before. You run it on third down into the line of scrimmage for a pickup of a couple. And some chippiness.
But if
showing up.
If there is a negative with these freshmen is they have put the ball on the ground a few times.
Yeah.
And those handoff things that's not good. You got to clean up the details.
That being said, guys, when you're winning 40-0,
right?
This is a good time to work on things like that.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So now on fourth down, it looks as though the Titans may punt the ball for the first time today.
Gee, Willikers.
Now that's crazy talk.
Yeah, I know. 2 punts in a row. Snap is back. The kick's away. Lone
bad
line
kick.
driver.
Gee whiz.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh,
and
a thing of beauty.
Titan bounce. It'll go out of bounds around about the 30-yard line on the other side. And, yeah, that is not bad.
I think it was Paul Brown said that the forward punt was the greatest invention in football. He thought it was a great play. And, you got a point. Get yourself out of trouble.
See, I would have thought it was the forward pass. It's one of those receiver guys, and clock
that was Newt
continues
Rockby.
to run.
Newt come up with that at Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, exactly.
Ohio connection.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Clock continues to wind. We're down to about 40 seconds remaining in this ball game.
They're going to wear these linemen out, just running a minute out
back and forth, right?
To give each other a break.
Lorain High will get their last guy out there, and Clyde kind enough to wait for him to get out there. Hey, go ahead and snap the ball. Handoff, run up the middle. Bailey going nowhere. Stopped for a loss or a gain of about a half a yard.
And guess who made the tackle? The last guy that ran out on the field.
Still had forward momentum. We're down to 8
Yes.
seconds, and I have a feeling, guys,
I think that's it.
that we're going to wrap this one up. So the Freshmen Titans victorious today at George Daniel Field by a score of 40-0. And, we talked about the promise of this team, and I think you saw it on display.
Yes, some good-looking players.
Yeah, a nice round of applause from their fans here. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up with a congratulations to the freshman squad on their 40-0 victory over Clyde. For everybody involved with the broadcast, all the folks here at WLCS TV 20, Joe Bach and crew.
Gary's almost to his car.
Gary's already heading out. Nice job, Gary, man. I really enjoyed working with you, man.
Thank you very much. It was pleasurable working with you guys as well on this fine Saturday afternoon.
All right, so great job, Tomo. Appreciated working with you.
Yep.
Bob Tomaszewski. I'm Don Vincent. For everybody on the crew, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on TV 20.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.